Good morning. Welcome to the coffee tasting experience. My name is Brenton, and today I'm going to be tasting a coffee from Nagadi Coffee. Nagadi Coffee is a micro roaster in Silver Spring, Maryland, and I first went there in 2019, and I've been going back ever since. They get their name from an ancient Ethiopian language called Gaez, and Nagadi means traveler. And it's this idea of traveling that's a big inspiration for their coffee shop. They hope to make you feel like you have traveled to the country, to the culture, and to the farm that their coffee is grown on while you drink their coffee. On their website, they highlight the fact that each unique growing region their coffee is from imparts a unique flavor experience in the final cup. So they strive to elevate and to bring out these unique flavors in their roasting process and in the final cup that you drink. And this is a concept that I hope to introduce you to, that I love experiencing myself. It's talked about a lot in the wine tasting arena, but terroir, the idea that the growing region imparts certain characteristics to the final coffee product. And so everything from the soil composition to the average rainfall to the elevation, all of those factors result in a unique flavor profile for every specific coffee. So today I'm going to be brewing coffee from Ethiopia. This is a natural Ethiopia coffee. I promise I'll do other coffees. I just love Ethiopian Naturals, so I couldn't resist this one. Let's go ahead and brew this, and I'll talk a little bit more about it.
For this cup, I brewed 20 grams of coffee to 333 grams of water for a brew ratio of about 1:16. I ground it to a medium fine grind size, which was setting 10 on my Baratza Encore grinder. I used a standard 3-pour pour-over technique in my Hario V60 and used water at 208 degrees. The entire brew took me 3 minutes and 20 seconds and gave me 300 grams of coffee.
All right, so what I brewed is, this coffee is called Ethiopia West Arsi Nensebo. The origin is from the Nensebo Woreda in the West Arsi zone of Ethiopia. It's grown between 1900 and 2050 meters above sea level. It was roasted about 11 days ago, and it was produced in the Testi West RC washing station. So yeah, let's go ahead and evaluate the aroma here. Like almost not really a baked strawberry, more like a dry strawberry, like, you know, like the dried fruit. I'm getting kind of an aroma like that. A little bit of tangerine is cutting through too, as well as, yeah, I thought I smelled chamomile, maybe a hint of chamomile. There's like a note over the top that's like a dried fruit, like freeze dried. I've never had that in a coffee before. It's almost like a marshmallow, if that makes any sense. All right. Hopefully it's not too hot to drink. Oh, that is juicy. Wow, lots of fruits, tropical fruits. Wow. There's strawberry, like papaya, tangerine. There's a little bit of raspberry too, but there is still kind of the taste of like the dried fruit as well. So it might be cranberry, because I've had plenty of dried cranberries. Okay, on to the flavor characteristics here. It's decently sweet. I'm gonna give that it's between 3 and 4. I'm gonna give it a 3.5 on sweetness. It's kind of muted acidity. I'm gonna give it a 2 on acidity. It's a little tangy, but the dried fruit note kind of just pushes it down a little bit. Not very bitter. Let me just double check on that. Yeah, very little bitterness. Honestly, it's not 0, but it's not 1. I'm giving it a 0.5 on bitterness. You know, it was present in the aroma, but not really in the flavor. So it's going to be a 1.5 for floral. It's pretty strong on the berry flavors. I'm going to give it a 4 for berry, but for wine, like I said, it's not very acidic, and the flavors are more berry rather than wine. So I'm going to give it a 1 for wine. Moving from citrus to spicy to earthy. Didn't see a ton of citrus. I was going to say it had a little bit of a earthiness flavor to it, but I don't think it does. Definitely more caramel than chocolate. Let's do honestly, there's a lot of caramel. Let's do a 3 for caramel and a 2 for chocolate. Take a look at the body. On a scale of 1 to 5, I'd say that's a 3, which makes sense, right? This is an Ethiopian coffee. It's a natural coffee, typically a heavy body. This is a lighter body for an Ethiopian Natural, so I'm going to give it a 3. I'm not crazy about how it finishes. There's a little bit of the dried fruit flavor that kind of lingers towards the end, and when you don't actually have the fruit flavors in there and you just kind of get that dry note, it's not my favorite, so I'm going to go ahead and do a 1.5 on the finish. For the clarity, this coffee is very clear. It's like a sharp coffee. So I'm going to do honestly a 4.5 on the clarity. And I mean, this is really good. I'm going to give this a 4 overall. You know, I haven't tried this Ethiopian Natural from them yet, so this is my first time trying it, this bag, but I think it's pretty good. Yeah, with that, we got some other coffee that I want to do a tasting of coming up, so stay tuned for that and keep drinking great coffee.